been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Good morning, grasshoppers. Yes, sorry, I was just doing some of my team leader responsibility for the Opperspiel Shucks Club. We do need a Swiss for tomorrow, though. That much is true. Who are we going to choose for a Swiss tomorrow? That is the question. It is great to see so many young and regular players in our stream this morning. It is better to be playing and assimilating the knowledge that you've been studying than to just study in the comfort of your own home. Tóth Kinsko is actually streaming.
Chess Dojo, can we give shoutouts, mods? Can we give shoutouts? To Master Chess Dojo, to Alberto, to Altos, I gave Kubla already. Makichi knows what is 8 plus 4 and 10 plus 2. I do know because of you. Thank you so much for the follow, Faust Peter, thank you. Faust Peter, thank you, you're welcome. Okay, we are low on time, but I think the solution should be good for us.
Which member is it?
Starting a Swiss just now in your honor, didn't expect you to be working on your birthday. What do you mean working? I don't know if this is considered as work. I worked yesterday. Okay, I will go here because if he takes, I can just take and this is hanging. Yep. Okay, this looks amazing. Even if he pushes, I can just make.
Let's see what Dr. Rabbit has to say.
Let's just take. We can just take. It's okay. We're safe. And then we can just here we go here. Attacking the bishop.
Which member is it?
Yeah, let's go here. Take. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, does he want me to stalemate somehow? I don't think I get stalemate in this position. There are too many pawns. Like, these pawns can move a lot.
And she probably has a contract with chess.com, of course, so I don't think she can stream or play in the arena. But I'm happy that she's on, because normally I do like watching her stream. She's full of enthusiasm. She is very, very energetic, and her love for chess is very clear.
Hey, I played rarely on chess.com. How to join the arena? Sorry for being stupid. You aren't stupid. Here are the links in chat. Oh, Avar is here, my other brother.
Your other brother?
Yeah, obviously. Thank you so much for letting me win. So nice. You're so nice.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
Alberto is the next one. Okay,
What?
Alberto, can you challenge me, please?
Did I
So
fail
if you want
to
challenge me, you have to join our list first.
KINSCSO?
For YouTube, like,
It's only me. Let's try that again.
So here are the links
For
for
Tóth.
the arena. I haven't joined my own arena yet, so we will join as well.
I'm wondering if we should
Kincho Family Arena when? Family Arena? No. Is the memberships for
birthday arena membership winning arena.
But I can also like as you always do have a
Her arena starts in 40 minutes.
karaoke
What a conflict of interest, yeah?
Wait. Have you tried?
But I run on a schedule, so it's unfortunate if I don't always get my schedule in at the right time.
Subs versus plebs. I don't have too many subs for now. Cause I stream less than I used to. Hello, math player. Hello, hello.
It is great to see her on, though. I'm expecting Ron at any moment. Hopefully Ron is going to make it. Pegasus, we are in full training mode for two major events that are coming up. Foxwoods. Foxwoods, the World Open. I don't know about the Chicago Open. Almost too much travel. I do need my chest to pay for itself to a certain extent. But here we are. How's our I'm gonna have to adjust this ever so slightly here. The board is cut off. What's up with that? Oh, that's not going to do. All right. And now we'll bring it in on the left. Bring it down. Now we are all set up for the most part. JL and Amarado. First candidate in the streaming cycle here. May need to open the window. You gods. So far, so good. I do need to do some study on my Indian defenses. I'm switching up a couple of lines. So bishop e7 on the third move is, of course, the line that tries to avoid the exchange variation proper. Certainly this line is slightly better for white and very easy to play. Highly recommended. We're controlling the center, developing our pieces ever so slowly. Knight on b to d7 is a little out of place here. Just a little. c6 is more common. Bishop e7 is more common.
Here we go.
All right. Our opponent is going about a very standard plan. Do have to watch out for the weakness of e3. Look on a to e1. Could be needed soon. There's no pressure on d4 as long as the knight on g that went to e2 is there. So I am expecting my opponent to go through a little bit of f7, a little bit of a piece relocation. Maneuver here. One maneuver might be g6, knight e6, knight g7, bishop f5 with the help of the pawn on g6. And of course then there's this one, which takes all the pressure off of d4. We have a white squared bishop, so we are going to have to be very wary of getting all of our pieces into the game. e3 square is a wee bit weak. an open file for our rook. We're ready for a lift. Not entirely sure what that one's going to do, since there's no pressure on d4 proper. I'm a little concerned about queen to g5.
Invincible.
Queen to g5 trying to win a pawn. Well, let's just say that he has to first handle the exchange. Now, I have two hanging pawns in the center. These could be either a strength or a weakness. At the moment, I'm going to work very feverishly to make them a strength as I try to create a pass pawn, rather than having just a backward pawn here. Now we can go into an endgame, or we could try to double rooks. Do I want my king on the other side of the board? I guess I do have to watch out for all of this and more. Fair enough. Part of the plan. All part of the plan. My dark squares around my king could be weak. I'm going to have to get this rook into the game as soon as humanly possible. My knight is reaching a good square. c7 is in the offing. I don't think the pawn can be captured. We do need to develop all of our pieces with purpose. Would love a square for my knight if I ever actually got the chance. Let's keep everything coordinated to the best of our ability. All of his pieces are on the first rank or on the H file. The only piece that he has actively in the center, with no center pawns to speak of, the only piece he has is the queen. The bishop can reach into my position, but what will it actually do? And now for something completely different. Well, the pawn is pinned to the bishop pawn, d3, so we're going to have to do a little two-step maneuver, I think. Can we do this? So if pawn takes pawn, we don't really want anything hanging here. What am I going to do with this fellow? Can we push twice and give up this pawn? Do I want to try rook to f5? Bishop g6. Rook f3. Then he has c takes d5, knight takes d5, rook takes d5, and my rook on e1 is hanging. We could try Let's try shifting just a little bit. Try to keep everything protected. This way we actually have a little bit of a threat. Rook's now guarded, and now we're ready to, possibly ready to play rook f3 if he ever moves the bishop off that diagonal. I also want squares for my knight. I want to be able to push my pawn. In fact, I want to be able to push my pawn 2 squares to that square. Is this going to work? So we've succeeded in obtaining our passed pawn. That much is true. There's quite a bit of pressure on it, though, unfortunately. So he stops the first threat. One threat I had was bishop takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. I do want to keep the pressure on the f7 pawn. To the best of my ability, I want to keep the pressure on the f7 pawn, but my back rank is weak. Maybe if the light shines through. And now my the E1 square is definitely weak. So it does look like check, takes, and do we have enough? It looks like we're going to be okay. A very unclear position, to say the least. Let's see what he manages to do with his newly found tactical awareness. Because we're going to just shove our pawn as fast as humanly possible up the board. We're going to see what he can do to stop it. Well, that sort of helps me gain time. Now, are we able to do it again? Knight takes, pawn takes, back rank mate threatened. So we just want to put our rook behind our pawn. It's true. There's a small problem on the back rank. Time pressure is always a problem, but we are here to improve our game. First and foremost, we're here to improve our game. Good luck, everyone. Good morning, Ron. Good morning, Conti Luna. How are you? B4? 805. Okay, I just got that one. All right, I've got an E4 repertoire. I'm going to be working on it at 10 a.m. Kashi. We're going to debut our changes as black. Should I let him continue with that? I actually think I will let him continue with that. Keep him restricted. Hopefully he won't just continue developing normally, otherwise I'm going to get a huge advantage. Huge. That's a good spot for the bishop. This is my favorite way of replying to the closed Sicilian anyway. I'm going to have to flesh that opening out for myself. Small problem with this particular move. Kashi is very young, from India. Kashi 89. I'm hoping his birthday is August 9th or September 8th, and that he's not born in 1989, or he may have just started out. Therefore, Kashi, the number one thing to remember though, Kashi, is that you have to know how your opponent's pieces move. And it's obviously never easy to figure out how your opponent's pieces move. We learned how the pieces move on our side of the board. By the way, feel free to join Tóth Kinsko's birthday arena and let her know that we sent you. Her birthday arena is starting in about 30 minutes. It is a 3-0 birthday arena. It was hard to see that bishop. As Joel Benjamin once corrected me, that bishop has been there for about 600 years. Good morning, Candida Luna. How are you? I hope you are having some good performances. Now, Tóth Kinsko, or Tóth Kinsko, I think is her first name. Tóth is her last name, like Andras Tóth. Very common Hungarian last name, I believe. It's a very common Hungarian last name. So can I avoid this fork trick anymore? Let's see what we can do. Oh, I can't get there from here? Move the knight over here for possible mates, yeah? Gonna do a little bit of piece relocation here. I think this is much more unstoppable than anything else at the moment. As much as I would love to take material here, no, it looks like it's mate in a few. Oh, mate in one. Gosh, you keep hanging in there, buddy. Hang in there, buddy. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. I've been under the weather for the last couple of days as well. I only woke up early yesterday just to realize that, you know what? I need to go back to being horizontal. So I queried Rogan and Logic for streaming possibilities. Logic was the first person to answer. I noticed that Rogan actually answered me later. Just a little later. Omora is here for the Hungarian birthday streamer. I hope Omora actually joins Kinsko's stream. You may be able to get away with some Hungarian in that stream. She was a sweetheart. She was a part-time streamer. She only streams about once a week, I think. Occasionally more than that, mostly on the weekends. I referred to streaming as working. But she didn't think that.
But it's two head. It's Farouk here. Oh, hey Farouk, thank you. Hello, hello, good to see you. By the way, I forgot to mention I joined the Discord. Oh, thank you. Hello, hello everybody.
Let's see where the arena is. Unless it's already here. Starts in 18 minutes.
Okay. I don't like my position. Oh, now I do. Now I do like my position.
I think in all fairness, we should probably go over to her arena. But I don't know. Good to see Rogan here. Good morning, Rogan. Joe Slow. Kingslayer Slow. I will be setting up a Swiss for tomorrow. I realized that I have not set up the Swisses past April 2nd. In fact, when Inso told me that her birthday was April 2nd, so many months ago, I actually did all of the Swisses up to Saturday, April 2nd, thinking that I would reproof and do all of the birthdays for the month of April, because I have added quite a number, even to yesterday's birthdays. Later in the evening, I had to add several birthdays that were missing. But the birthday calendar is going strong, by the way. I did notice a little bit of a ripoff. In fact, I've always wanted to compare it, since they, where's the other birthday calendar? There's another birthday calendar around here somewhere that is produced by Russell Enterprises. I do not know where it is, unless I took it into school. Must have taken it into school. Where could that birthday calendar be? Unless it's in my bag. This paperwork has to be sorted out. Stylus for the daughter. Oh, hold on, I think I found it. So as a result, my co-teacher put this in a pile of books that we were purchasing in Saratoga and the Amateur Team Championship. And then she showed it to me, and I said, oh, you purchased another one. So I guess now I own this one, even though I didn't really want to purchase this one. So let's see what's in this calendar here. Unboxing this calendar by Hannon Russell of Russell Enterprises. Taylor Kingston apparently put this together. Let's track down Taylor Kingston. Let's see who we have on the cards in the agenda for today. It's a little late in the year, you know. I don't really want to buy a birthday calendar after the year's a chess calendar after the year's already started. The main difference here is that they have the dates of deaths of a lot of players. Gary Kasparov's birthday is coming up on April 13th. I believe we are going to be celebrating that one. So for today, Carl Goring died of the Goring Gambit. David Navarra. Wow. He does have a few birthdays that I could use. So I guess we're now working together. on this chess calendar. Conte de Luna. I've had black 2 times in a row. Is this only the 3rd round? It is. You know what? I'm gonna skip some of this music because, you know, I've heard it all before. Alright, against knight f3, it makes sense to go with the Austrian attack with d5. It also makes sense to return a bit to the Caro-Kann. That doesn't make sense in the Caro-Kann, to be honest. That is fascinating. Alright, we're just going to take over the center like it's nobody's business, I guess. Ah, he does have that move. Let's see what's going on in this particular instance, though. Let's see if he's willing to get greedy. Let's save our A7 pawn before it actually comes down to it. Now, is there something going on in this position that I don't know about? Cross and cover. King safety, very important. And now for something completely ridiculous. D4 94. D4 94. I can't make up my mind, but we do want to grab some space. That much is true. We're tagging some weaknesses. The bishop on e3. The pawn on b2. We're shutting out that bishop for the bishop pair, and now we're going to have hanging pawns again. We should do a little bit on hanging pawns if we can. Did I get my stream out? I don't think I did the Discord. Oh no. I do not believe that I did the Discord. That's what I get for taking a day off. You know that? You take a day off, and you get out of sync. Pegasus, level up, indeed. Did you level up? Good morning, Lauren. I'm only a minute behind on her notification, at least in my time. Let's get the Discord announcement out. I visited more than one Tóth this morning with Kingso streaming and Andres, all of my favorite Hungarian streamers. We do need to promote Oh, I have not renewed the session yet. Let me just check my calendar. You drew Ron. Hey, excellent. I do have to be a little leery because my queen is on the same line. I do want to shift gears and try to get out of dodge here. I expect bishop to e5. I expect nothing less than bishop to e5. My knight is pinned. And now for something completely different. If I want to support the d4 pawn push without necessarily hanging anything to this one, what do I need to do? Queen to b7? I think we need to compensate for our missing white squared bishop and give e4 more support. Now we're getting a rook into the 7th rank. He has to take back with the pawn. Or does he? Or am I worried? Does he have to take back with the pawn? I guess we'll find out. No, the knight is somewhat tied down to that. The queen to b6 would have secured my knight, so I might actually be threatening other things now, but let's just continue developing as though that knight actually has somewhere to go. The knight on d2 actually has nowhere to go.
So, now we're trapped in a vicious man battling his own...
Rogue and Joe Sloan!
If he lost in limbo,
Dude! I think we had to join forces a little bit earlier. Rogue and Joe Sloan, thank you for the raid and the host. I know everybody migrates rather quickly, yeah? Now, do I wish to do this? I am in a little bit of a spot with this ending. But this was the plan. So my pieces are more active than my opponents. Que pasa? Tactically, very alert. Can I keep attacking him? Knight h5. Oh, fine. He does have to take. Oops. Wait just a moment now. I guess I'm not getting my material back the way I want to. Use up a pawn.
Is what I tell myself, so I could feel something
A draw is the same as a win when you're playing a higher rated opponent. My internet is killing you? I'm sorry to hear that. That's never a good thing. We do need to alleviate our problems on the back rank. That much is true. I cannot have problems on the back rank. And now for something completely irrelevant. Queen d4, rook d1. Knight e4, rook e1. Knight e4, rook e1. Looks like I have to try to weaken this. Or do we just find better squares for our pieces? That's best. Just finding better squares for my pieces. His knight's going to try to bomb the daylights out of me, so I have to bother him first. Yes, I have to bother you first. Keep everybody guarded. It is getting a little sketchy, I admit it. Sketch, 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 sketch. All right, moment of truth. Interesting. So is he forcing the trade of queens? He might be. I lose the ending. I lose the end game. How appropriate that I lose the end game. I did notice this is the second time that I've lost a knight end game through simplification. I knew that before I went into it. Nice work, Conte de Luna. All right, so we have a hero request in. Long time no see. Indeed, TFS. How is Germany? Indeed. You are an intuitive player. We just need to work on improving your intuition. Oh no! Alright, I'm gonna refund that hero request. Unless I can get it in next round. I think Ron wants it against him, though. That's what I really think. So if I can get e4 in against Ron, I think that will be best. Most important thing to remember is that you need to play. You need to play. Under all circumstances, you need to play. Improve your cataloging, your awareness. Best way to build intuition, by the way, is putting yourself into those intuitive. Well, let's see, this line could well be a true Queen's Gambit. Am I actually not getting my pawn back? I will look this up later. Almost a freebie. You don't get too many of those, and now we might even have bishop to g5 for free coming in. Because the knight is going to have a hard time developing. He was trying to, of course, set a trap, I think. A very cheesy trap, allowing me to take twice on d4 so that he could play bishop d2 and win my queen with queen takes d4. Setting up a discovery. As I told Lauren, I really do need a picture of a person that I'm trying to explain my ideas to, firmly in front of me, so that I'm speaking to that person. And I really miss Charlotte. Number 3 of 63. Nicely, thank you so much, sir. I do appreciate that. So b4. Yeah, we're going to make a true gambit out of this. Gotta love the gambit style. That is. I don't know if I want to play bishop to b2. Wow. What is going on here? Now there's a lot of stuff happening. I expected the bishop to remain on the board. So how are you going to capture back? That's what I'm curious about. How will you capture back? And is it worth it for me to actually go into this the way I thought I was going into it? Knight to c2. Knight takes d4, bishop takes d4, queen takes d4, knight c2. Oh, well, let's just keep up the pressure. Just keep up the pressure of putting our pieces on good squares. UPenn has always out-tacticked me, by the way. Thank you, Digi World, for joining the event. I planned this months in advance. I think Kinsko told me her birthday in January, maybe. So I planned all of my weekend Swisses toward April 2nd, and I realize that I haven't done any weekend Swisses past April 2nd or April 3rd. So should I take or should I not? No, we're just going to get developed. We're just going to keep developing. This pawn is firmly protected. This is almost like an Evans gambit. With less Evans. An Evans gambit with less Evans. Is A4 a threat? It does appear to be. Is A4 a threat? Queen to D1. Queen to B1. It would have been nice to have my rook out. That much is true. Rook C1 maybe? C7's no longer a weakness. Is this really a threat? Should I activate my other rook? Seems like the logical thing to do. Getting more pieces into the game can never, ever, ever be bad at all. Ever, ever be bad at all. Although I do have a problem with my queen now. That much is true. I might have to do a little bit of a song and dance. This is a square. I have a loose piece now. I guess it's better to have a loose piece than to have loose teeth. Absolutely. Yeah, I missed my stream yesterday because I was under the weather. It was such a glorious, lovely, lovely thing. So let's see, what's protecting that bishop? Let us see what's protecting that bishop. Sooner or later, things have to come undone. F7 is pinned, so there's no F5. There's no counterplay on the unprotected rook on E4. Now there's a passed pawn that is a wee bit of a bother. We're going to need to activate our rook. We're going to give back the piece, by the way. Whoa! Hold the phone here. Rook on the 7th rank? F5.
This nation owes you a huge debt.
Thank you for following. Next NYC. Next NYC Castle. The next NYC Castle. That is a bit of craziness, I have to admit. Ah, yes. How much overworkage can we get out of this mix anyway? This is craziness, right? Check out all the overworked pieces. My knight is pinned to my rook on d1. My knight is tied down to the rook on e6. And my bishop is protected barely by all of this stuff here. And now the knight is attacked. So I do get to protect to a certain degree. We need to blockade with our queen, which is the worst blockading piece anyone could ever ask for, to be honest. D2 squares are a little bit of a bother. Maybe we'll have queen to f7 at some point for dramatic effect. Normally though, UPenn 07, who graduated in UPenn 07? Now this is interesting that our opponent does this. I think he just forgot that he touched his queen. Getting lucky, folks, just getting lucky. There are 5 rounds left.
Ready.
All right, I still have your E4 request. Oh no. Because Rogan, how are you doing, PL? What a lovely day. So, yeah, PL bought this calendar before, and then she put it into the stack at Amateur Team. And so here I am with it, because when I cashed out of the books that I was buying, they told me that you would put the calendar in the mix. I didn't really want the calendar, but I'm gonna proof it against my calendar. Maybe I will put anyone that I'm missing in. After all, everything is a reference. Just let it be known that I am playing against everyone in this event and NYC Castles, Kingside. Every day I play against members of the dojo in this manner. Absolutely in this manner. I don't want to mix the knight f6 system, so I have to actually mix the system that we have now, which is written up in Raj. I'm going to butcher his last name. Panjawathan's book on the Accelerated Dragon. What's his name? Raja Panjwani discusses this system with G6 and D5 very nicely in this book. I highly recommend it. He has some very creative ideas. Oh, it wasn't my turn. Fine. Maybe I should have played the other way. I guess I'm going to try to do it this way instead. Let's see, knight e5, bishop takes d1, knight takes c6. If I save my bishop, he has rook e7 check, or knight takes e7. Could be a little bit of a problem. Knight e5, bishop takes d1, knight takes c6. What? This is always a problem, but let's gain time on the queen first. See what's up with that. What is up with that? This is the standard theme music of Daniel Negreanu's vlog as well, by the way. I guess we'll just recapture now that I don't have to worry about bishop e3. So knight to b3, rook takes d1. Knight takes c5, rook takes e1 check. It doesn't work because knight to b3, rook takes d1, knight takes c5, bishop takes f3 wins a piece. If you weren't paying attention there, knight to b3, rook takes d1, knight takes b5, bishop takes f3, supports my rook and removes the defender of this rook. So you can't recapture. Where are you from, Next? Are you from NYC? Do you work at Next? Next, by the way, is a place where several of my friends and acquaintances all work. So the main problem is my e7 pawn. We need to cross and cover a wee bit in this case. He has knight e5 castles. NXT, by the way, is a company that specializes in, just go out on a limb here and give them a blanket, internet services business. Next is, let's see, the people I think of, I'm not sure if Steven is still at Next, but I definitely know Chris may or may not run the show at Next. Am I? I need to gain time here and get castled. As much as I'm going to miss my bishop, do I need to take on f3? Oh no! Hungary will not be proud. There was plenty of time on the clock for that one. Yes. So there is a pawn in the offing. But I want the open file. I'll checkmate that rook. while I'm at it. I'm not interested in more material. I'm interested in less material being on the board. When you're up in material, attrition is your buddy. The night can't come any closer. Yes, I was expecting that. However, nomination remains. The knight is down to 2 squares, where it will not get captured. One of them not that great. Uh-oh. Are we moving over to the Tóth arena? We need to do... Please check her out on her birthday, if you haven't already. Also, I would like to increase the number of followers for Rogan Joe Sloan. He is very funny, very earnest, very determined to become a better player. He enjoys and loves chess, and you will have a chance to join him on his journey if you follow him. He streams a little bit earlier than I do, if you're in Europe or in the Pan Pacific area. You just up your time zones. I do need to do some spring cleaning today. Yes, her arena has started. We need to alleviate this back rank problema. Check. We do need to simplify some more. Maybe I had that last move. I have queen takes and or rook takes, depending on where the king goes. At 5 of 9 rounds, she has 35 minutes left in her arena. I am very tempted to abandon ship to head over to Tóth. Well, we have our viewers with our time control for a reason, right? What is her time control in her arena? Zephyr. Well, at least we know who we're raiding immediately after this, because I'm logged in with another browser or device. How many browser windows or device do I have? So we can see here. I can't see it. Oops. How about that one? I have to log out of that one. Got a lot of chess.com tabs open. That's one. Close that one. I have to hunt down all of my chess.com tabs in order to open up her arena to look at it. I gotta close that one. And that one. Just another beautiful feature of the chess.com interface. It truly is. Let's look at the Battle of the Titans. Alright, one more time. I'm going to try to get into... check on Kinsko's arena. Alright, I finally did it. I closed every single window. I don't know how many games these players have played, but someone is on a 7-win streak. In her arena. Let's see, her time control is 3 minutes per player. There's a reason why we have our arena, right? We have our arena because we like slow time controls. And that is the story. I did say it's a 9-round Swiss, so therefore I can't abandon ship just yet. Oh, Ron! Alright, I'm gonna refund your hero request. I'm refunding your hero request. I thought I was gonna get white against you. Somehow I knew that Ron might cower out of the open Sicilian. I don't know why. We have to work on our Sicilians here, but I'm going to go for the most annoying line ever. And see if Ron goes for the peace sacrifice in this line. I absolutely do love this line. I learned about it in an Alakine game when I was very young. I don't know that it was the main line, but it was in a variation. It was a possibility from a sideline. Definitely worth checking out. No one knows Alakine games, unfortunately. We need certain time frames for the study of certain players. Wait just a moment here. What is going on? It looks like it's a peace sacrifice. But is it a peace sacrifice? It does lead to that exact type of idea. What in the world? Wow. Hmm. That's a bummer. Sometimes you get what you need. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, just might find
This
you
nation knows
get what you
huge
need.
debt.
Thank you for the follow. Lauren 100. Everything is loose now at this moment. Fair enough. Fair enough. Driving for complications. Oh, Ron, you're so mean. Good work, sir. Ooh. Conte de Luna has taken over. Conte de Luna got a full point pie? Oh no, that was against me. That's why it's highlighted. Dr. Rabbit Boy. Dragon B70 is also a streamer for Hungary. No problem, Ron. You played well. I should look at that line again. Just because I do like to play it every now and then, and I feel like I didn't need to give back the piece the way I did. That's probably... Yeah, Bishop D3 was a problem. And maybe, just maybe, I should play E takes D4 and keep up the pressure. Yeah, there we go. No, I think I was so focused on playing E4 that I reached the piece sack variation. And you have full compensation for this. And I have to return to the center and allow you all this play. And of course I have to give back the piece. I am used to that. The piece sack in this line, Ron, by the way, is Bishop E2. It's quite ferocious. If I try to get frisky with a move like E4 castles, Bishop takes C3, and then E takes F3, Queen takes F3. This is the same thing as in our game. Queen to D6, Rook E1, Knight on G to E7. Queen to B3 prepares Bishop A3, and it's very difficult for black this position. Sure. It claims that it's equal. I've done the research before, but still, white's play very overwhelming. This is named after Saint Amant. This is a peace sacrifice and a Saint Amant variation. And it was referred to first in a book on the C3 Sicilian that I read by Gary Lane, I believe. Is that correct? Hold on, let's see if I still have that C3 book, or if I have long since read. Probably have a newer version of the C3 Sicilian book. Gallagher? No. wasn't starting out. Could have been John Adams, but I don't remember who wrote the original book on the C3 Society. That is the question. See if I can stay out of the sun just a little bit. All right, Tal. I refunded the one E4 hero request. Andre Kaluga may or may not be advertising a tournament if you are in his event. Cal 8667, you need to stay on this page, otherwise it looks very suspicious, sir. Tal August 6, 67 or Tal June 8th, 1967. Whoop. The King's Indian. All right, we're going to be trying a new tack here. I just realized that I forgot to do my request on a Venmo the other day. Let's do that real quick. Date was it is that time of the month when you really need the funds, right? All right, so here we go. We're off. Normally I play the classical variation, but I'm returning into an opening repertoire. It was one of my favorites when I was younger. And I'm just going to castle as fast and as quickly as I can, enjoying life as much as I can and to the fullest. I do have to prepare being able to play knight h3, by the way. Limiting his knight. We will limit his knight some more. We'll limit his knight to the best of our ability. What? I don't think I have much of a choice here. But I need to seize the space. I do need to seize the space. So let's see, now, on the other hand, yeah, this time I'm going to be going in this direction. I want to tag that pawn in my endeavors.
Check.
Yes. Oh, you're after me? Fine. Is he threatening me? With knight to b3, is he threatening me? You can't capture. You have to play knight h5, right? Is this going to knight h5, bishop h3, and then knight to b3 is no longer in the cards? Whoa, he did capture. That's crazy. You are not supposed to capture, by the way. You're really not supposed to capture. I have to stop knight to b3. You do have a lot of possibilities of doing something so crazy that we will wonder. Yes. And now, does he skewer my knights? Stuff happens, everybody. Stuff happens. It is looking a little sketchy for me, but his knight is on a very strange square. We're not going to maintain material equality at all. Or are we? Maybe we are. Whoa, was not expecting that. Now, what is the difference here between knight d5 and knight to b5? Is there a difference between knight to d5 and knight to b5? I don't have c6 check, but I do have rook to f7 check. Either way, my knight will be protected, but my knight won't be protected long with this move. Perhaps I should just bother his rook ever so slightly and see if I can invite a tactic. All right, now we're in business. Or are we in business?
Check.
I don't know if we're in business at all, but at least we can guard this from the other side. Interesting. I can't win this. In one sense of the word, I can't win this. Oh, we're definitely going to have to work very, very hard at this. Yeah, we're probably not going to win this. But maybe we will. Maybe. Maybe we will. You never know. There's always a chance.
Check.
Moment of truth, everybody. And now for something completely different. Well, that's interesting. Did not expect that. The fact that these two pawns are on the board actually gives me an interesting option. And now for something completely relevant. Don't you think that was a little premature? And there it is, folks. Amazingly enough, it was done. It was done. Craziness, yeah? The big yellow book, yeah. The big yellow book, ECOB. I find that most of those big yellow books, for example, oh, the big yellow book, as requested by yes, the big yellow book. I have a few minutes before my lesson. I don't think I'm supposed to play this line, honestly. They may have a clearance version of this, by the way. Under damaged books, you can sometimes find a good sale on these. 78. I believe this line has been relegated to a footnote. Oh, that's the line that I wanted to play. Yeah, Wenjunju. Alright, got it. Does she get credit in that line? I'm not give it away. You actually have to own the book to see it. I'm going to look in the footnotes from that number on to see if it was a novelty, not by Wen Zhengju, but by Wang Yu. Yes. And the line I am looking for is footnote number 78, I believe. Oh, I'm sorry, the Alakine line. No, that's not the Alakine line. I actually almost remembered the Alakine line. He dealt with an early E5 as well, but footnote number 78. This is an absolute reference for the visual learner. Nope, 78 is E5. So I'm looking for C takes D4. Let's think of it. Let's bring up our position on the board that I lost. C takes D4, C takes D4, knight C6. However, it is giving E6 is a good reference. I tell you what, it's very hard to compete with the Lichess opening book, but the Lichess opening book does not have the historical references. For E3 with white? That's a good question. My smog. By the way, I do need to get in a plug for Opera Spiel. I feel obligated now as an official team leader of Opera Spiel. To plug it as much as I can. So meanwhile, CD4, ah yes, here we go. Oh. There it is, footnote number 99 maybe. Maybe it's 99. CD4, bishop G4 looks like it really gets into trouble, honestly. There was a time when B22 was such a humongous. Yeah, bishop C3. So the main line runs, and then give it, of course, that's slightly better for white. So the main line runs along these lines. It's bishop D2, bishop takes, E4. However, In recent years, I've actually gone for the absolute maybe playing for equality variation. E takes d4 with the symmetrical pawn structure on both sides. They don't mention it in here, so, and it's very little played. Compared to the 342 games played with the main line, the thing is that I don't really like this particular line all that well. And on G to E7. Mainly because I think White's winning chances after Queen to C2 are too great. It's just a very awkward position for Black. I'm not a big fan of this. I mean, there's also the possibility of playing Queen A4 check and Queen A3 and stopping Black from castling, but it's not that worth it. So in here they give E495. They do give Queen C2 as the main line. They also give Queen A4, Bishop D7, Queen B4. But Queen A3 is not as good, leading to equality. And that is leading to equality. Wow, my line they give as leading to equality. Queen to C2 are the line that I'm most concerned about. Is that true? Yeah, and then they give up on it and go to Bishop E2, which is what Lichess recommends. Judith Polgar Kramnik, Monte Carlo, 1995. Slightly better for White. Wow. So they do believe that Bishop E2 leads to equality. Page number 238. I'm sorry, 239. Footnote number 99. Page number 239, footnote number 99, 6E5. Yeah, I've been playing this line for a very long time in all its forms. Quite a bit. But I do have to get going to my lesson. So I'm going to bookmark this page with one of my business cards, I believe. If I can find one of my business cards, I need an iRelaxer document. There we go. One of my lovely business cards designed by Quadra Spassky. And I'm going to send it to the appropriate birthday girl whom you can cheer on, as well you should. And I want to send out a congrats to Conta de Luna. There he is. If he's in it, if he's not in it, matters not. Have a great day, everybody. Cheers. Thank you so much. Have an amazing rest of your day, and please enjoy Kinsko. She is a sweetheart, earnest chess streamer.